I'm gonna go over to Saren and say, one of these nights we're gonna have a drink and we're gonna talk about this, and then I'm just gonna keep walking.
Sarian gives you a little bit of a puzzled look, but nods his head in agreement. It's like, well,
shit.
this makes the decision even easier for me.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's the
So you two just received those 2 notes. You read them.
It was really fun, guys. Have a great night.
And, alright, so what are you guys doing now?
Well, I already said this to Saren that.
Oh, does anyone want to go wake up Brome? He's still asleep outside somewhere?
Right. We would have. He was, when we
Okay.
woke up everyone, he was AFK.
Oh, yeah. Brome,
you know,
anyone want to fill him in?
So the idea, Brome, Governor is offering us 250 gold a pop per head to go gather research on where they took the goods. We don't actually have to recover the goods. We don't have to do much of anything except gather intelligence. It seems like easy money to me. If you're curious about stuff and you want to come along and see, that's just as well. I guess where we kind of ended off, I think most of us are probably used to the loner life and taking job to job, working piecemeal with people. We all seem to kind of mesh and blend well enough. We all seem to clearly have some idea of what we're doing. And so with that in mind, 1,000 gold for all of us to go investigate. Not kill a soul, even if, never comes up. There are some hostages there. If we can get them, great. If not, hey, the big thing of part of the contract was just looking for information.
That's a lot of beer. Okay.
Yes, my woodland friend, that would buy a lot of ale. Perfect.
So I guess with that in mind, we're all of the opinion to rock out.
All right. You guys spend the next 30 minutes or so getting ready. And as you're about to head on out, a young man walks up to you, limping heavily on his bandaged left leg. I hear from the guards and various other people that you intend to follow these raiders and see where they've gone. Well, he looks down at his leg. I'd like nothing better than to come with you, but I just can't.
You should maybe sit this one out.
You see, in the midst of all this tragedy, there's no reason why you would have heard about the fate of my master, Leosin Erlanthar. But it's important, you know. He is a monk from Burdusk. He disappeared last night, after we fought a particularly savage battle against those blasted raiders. A few others and I, well, we fought our way to the keep, just barely. Leosin didn't make it at all, and we couldn't find him when we went back to look for him this morning. All we found was this broken staff and this choker. By the way, how rude of me. My name is Nisam Waladra. What are your names?
DeVault, and one of the leading things, just so that you're aware and just so you're made sure of, it's not a rescue mission.
Oh.
We're not going with the intent.
I heard that, but you see, Leosin has been investigating these raiders and this cult for months. I fear that he may have tried to infiltrate their group when they retreated, or worse, was captured. No one understands these people better than he does, and his knowledge will be invaluable against them. When you find their camp, please, I urge you to look for any sign that Leosin is there. One of my brothers has already departed for Burdusk to bring back help, but it will be many days.
You have something you can sign? If he's not coming towards the camp. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
First reaction was he was heading towards the camp. No. He's not heading there.
Yeah. Anything you could do would be a godsend.
We're primarily going to investigate. You're seeing us. There's no way we can fight this war against them.
I'm not
if we-
asking
if
you
we
to.
come across- Right. If we come across things, that's fine. I'll be happy to share any information that we find.
All right. He looks at all of you. This is to all of you, not just him. Please help me.
Don't worry, I speak for all of them. It's okay.
Your silence is deafening.
We'll do what we can, but we have to think about what's in the best interest of the city as a whole.
Ourselves.
The town.
Yep. He shows you the choker, and it looks like this choker was ripped off. It has a silver dragon design chased into the leather. And of course the broken staff is just a normal staff. And Brome, you believe this man. You feel nothing but good vibes coming from him.
Cool.
Yeah. No, I don't necessarily have a problem helping and investigating, just as long as that's not our primary goal is not a rescue mission.
The situation
not.
prevents itself, and this guy is the local expert on the cult. His
Well, he's not from
citizens can be
Greenest. He's
invited.
from a bigger city. He traveled here because he heard word about this cult.
Yeah, but he
And
said he was the local expert. Well, he says he was an expert.
he's an
not local
expert, not the local expert.
Okay.
If the opportunity presents itself, that's perfectly fine. It's that opportunities rarely just present themselves. I don't want to go out of my way in terms of getting us all killed, especially if we've already got a deal and a contract made with this guy. Not to say we're going to leave.
I am but the
monk
lonely
that-
monk. I cannot offer you anything in the way of monetary compensation. I was just hoping, since you all seem so good-hearted, to help the town, but apparently I was mistaken.
No, my motives go towards helping the town. That your one friend and getting us all killed isn't necessarily worth it. If we all die and we can't bring back the information, then we're left at moot.
Oh.
So, as I said, if we come across him, I'll be happy to see what answers it provides us. I just don't hold your breath.
All right, fair enough.
I just don't like talking over people.
All right, fair enough. All right, so he lets you on your way.
Cool.
All right, everyone make a DC 15 Wisdom Perception check.
I got that.
There it is. Skills. Perception.
Nope.
Apparently I rolled.
Whoosh!
All right, bro.
I see it all.
Looks like some beasts' footprints are much deeper than the others on the retreat than they were on the approach march from the wagons and such, the trails they made in the night.
So,
And they head southeast.
Alright, well, I'm gonna nature to track it.
Oh yeah, no problem. You can easily just follow it with a wisdom perception check. You guys are going merrily about your way. And all of you actually can spot sorry. Just about an hour outside of town, you know, like probably 3 or 4, maybe 5 miles. You spot a campfire smoke trail. Probably just another mile or 2 ahead. It doesn't seem like there's this anyone who put up this fire is making any attempts to conceal themselves.
How big a campfire are we talking?
It just looks like a single A very wispy smoke.
Okay. Who can sneak up on that?
I mean, I could waste my one of my transformations right now to do that if you want me to.
Before we...
I mean, I'm kind of sneaky, but obviously a small creature is gonna be easier to get up there. If
Be like a little squirrel or
Transformers.
something to go there and
Sneak in the grass.
that's gonna be way simpler than me sneaking up there.
I mean, I just want to make sure that whatever we're encountering there, I mean, it doesn't seem like a big enough group to be the group that we're tracking if it's just the standard little campfire.
I mean, we could all just walk up there, see what happens. That is an option.
You could.
We should probably scout ahead.
You absolutely could.
All right, guys. So what do you want to do?
Sure, I'll turn into a snake and slither up
Like,
in the grass.
You're still like a mile or two away. You're not right up on it. You just see a
Well,
smoke.
okay,
you see
so-
the smoke from a campfire off in the distance.
What's it
Okay.
Are we like? What's the terrain like here exactly?
Pastures, a couple trees, rolling
Pastures.
hills, a few rock outcroppings everywhere, every now and then. Like sometimes a lot of brush, a little outcropping of trees. Kind of like Kansas, except not nearly as bad. More like Nebraska-ish. You know, eastern Colorado. All those are the same thing, but yeah, kind of like that.
All right.
Well,
So what are we doing, guys?
guess
Bro-
I'll turn into like a groundhog or like a little.
But
mole rat
you're
kinda
why don't
still
we-
a
why
mile
don't we-
away.
Right. Why don't we?
Well, I'm
move
just
up a
trying to
little
think
bit
of what
closer?
to do. I can stay like this for an hour and sneak up on him.
Like you guys are literally standing in the middle of a pasture, wondering what is over there, a mile and a half, 2 miles away. Like that's
Let's just
what.
get
Let's just
closer.
get closer.
Well,
What am I even saying?
closer.
Well, why don't we move within a half mile of it? And if it's all pasture, though, I just don't want to be.
Well, I mean, there's also trees that it's not like a straight shot. It's also kind of hilly and stuff
right.
like that.
If we're not looking at the savannah,
Well, we could
Um,
like make stealth checks to get closer. That's a good idea, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
out of
something's up
curiosity,
there.
Brom, do you still have that telescope?
Yes. Here. Passes it off to you.
There you
Alright.
go.
See what we can see.
Off in the distance. That's actually going to be a +5 of that, so because you have the eyeglass tool. So 17. You can see up on the little hill that the trees and brush is kind of surrounding. You can kind of make through some bit. Looks like to be a couple of kobolds and a couple of humans. Not very many of them, but you can't get a clear reading of them at all from
Okay.
this distance because the trees are kind of in the way. But it looks like there's a couple humans and cultists, but not much of either.
Interesting.
And a
Okay,
fire, a
really
giant
nice.
bonfire, kind of like, yeah. So that's what you see.
so
Okay.
it's a giant. Okay.
It's like a very big campfire, you know. They do things not so subtly here.
All
So,
right, giant
I'm assuming
bonfire.
this, or maybe I just wasn't close enough to see before. Okay. No, that changes things. I wasn't sure if it was just like another pack hunting them or something like that. I guess at a
No.
distance seeing the smoke.
Through the
It
spyglass,
goes-
you can definitely tell it is part of the group, but it seems that they're not with the main group.
Smoke them while they're out in the open. That's what I'm
Sarah, do
saying.
we have a count on them? How many are we looking at here?
You were unable to tell because there's some trees that were blocking the view.
All right.
stealth up to him, try and get a surprise range attack on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Do we
Uh,
even know?
What's
Yeah.
that, Zach?
No, it's fine. Just if you could listen, that'd probably be more helpful for an entire hour. Just listen to what they're saying, rather than just kill them outright. I feel like that might give up more information than even 30 minutes or so. If you could be up there for a whole hour, I don't know. That's
I
just
could
me.
turn into like some sort of small creature. I just
You,
hope they
you
don't
did see
try to
plenty
eat me.
of trees and brush surrounding their hill. Like there was a lot of cover.
So if you could just hang out there and get us reconnaissance, I mean, that's what we're here for, right?
Okay. All right.
So-
Is there some sort of native monkey or anything that would hide out in a tree?
No. It's very grassland like,
Just
you know,
grassland.
deers and stuff like that. Though you think about it, and what would likely be the disposition of that group? Probably very hungry. You know, if you change it to a deer or anything like that.
Yeah.
Small, and also has to have ears. Snakes. I don't know if snakes have ears.
That's
They can hear.
Okay.
But it's just, yeah.
I can't turn into anything flying, so I can't be a bird. That's the problem.
You know, there's squirrels, there's all types of stuff, but you guys are still a far amount away.
All right, so
What are you
I'm
guys
gonna
doing
stealth
as a
him
group?
That way, and then I'm gonna turn into a squirrel and hide out in a tree and try and watch him for an hour. We'll stealth him around, not being seen.
Okay,
All
so
right.
Brome's going up there alone.
well,
Would that be an advantage since I'm small and?
No, it's just you're still like a mile and a half
Okay.
away. You're not changing
So,
now, are
how
you?
many,
Are you guys
Yeah,
marching
what
up there
checks do I need to
first?
make?
our plans are getting fucked up here.
Yeah, what are you guys
Um,
doing?
Why don't we get within about a half a mile of this place? That's still a decent distance, as long as there's trees and crap.
Yeah,
in there
there's
that-
hills. It's kind of rolling hills out in this area as well.
Right, as long as we're not getting fucked over by the terrain in that sense. Why don't we get within a half a mile and plan from there?
All right.
All right, you guys make it there. No problem at all. Half mile.
all right. Send in the squirrel.
And the squirrels.
All right.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
The squirrel makes his way, no problem at all. You're a squirrel. And are you trying to be a stealthy squirrel, like, or just
yeah,
a squirrel?
Totally. Just start up around the trees.
I guess you do need to watch out for like eagles and stuff like that. So let me check on that. You are running half a mile as a squirrel. Just saying. 79. All right. And you spot. Make a perception check. You spy a shadow that crosses over you. You look up, and there is an eagle soaring down on your general position.
Can the rest of us see this?
Well, you're pretty.
Athletics,
You guys
yeah,
are
right.
standing
I guess
half.
we're
Yeah, you guys are.
half a mile away.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn far.
This is your guys' plan, okay? I'm not. It is what it is. And
I survived the duel and 2 failed saving throws, and he's just gonna get one-shotted by an eagle.
make a DC 13 dexterity check.
Oh
Don't
god.
mess this
Lose
up.
our druid.
Get this.
Your dexterity check is going to be.
Oh.
Oh wow, very nice. Well, no, it's not using your dexterity. It's using the animal's stats. Correct? That's how the.
Probably even better.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, probably.
I think so.
No, it's fine.
Double check.
Well, what's the? You rolled a 13. So yeah, that's good enough. You rolled that as a flat out 13. The hawk you kind of dodge it real quick, and the hawk's talons kind of grasp the dirt, and it looks over at you with beady eyes, and you keep on running. What do you do?
Athletics into the trees. Can I do that?
You could just say you go into the trees, no problem at all. Are you trying to hide from it, or find a...
Well, I gotta keep moving forward while, like, hiding away from
Alright,
it, so.
make a wisdom check, which we'll say... I can't even find the goddamn squirrel in this son of a bitch. I don't think a squirrel exists, like, as far as... has, let's say, wisdom... that's perception, right? Is wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Does he not keep his wisdom into charisma for?
Oh yeah, you keep your wisdom.
I would just think the
That's right.
intellectual stats would
You don't.
say.
Your physical stats are of that of a squirrel, but your other stats are that of you. So make a perception check to keep going in the same direction while climbing up a tree. Very nice. You managed to go out on a limb and continue the same direction. Hawk's going to make another perception check, though. Alright, it does not find you. What do you do?
I'm gonna... How far away from the camp or smoke thing am I?
You're quite far. Probably like another quarter mile.
You keep heading towards there.
Okay. Stealth check, or what are you trying to do?
I'm just gonna haul ass if it didn't spot me right now.
Alright.
Maybe this is my chance to get away.
Alright. It's going to do with advantage then. Alright, it's going to actually be a 19. It will see you. Make a DC 13 athletics if you're trained, or just sorry, dexterity. It's going to be with a +2, so just roll /R d20 +2, or that +2 to that. Failed. The hawk has its talons reach you and grab you and starts hauling you up. But as its talons surround you, you instantly die. I know how it works. You instantly die and then transform into a human, and the hawk gets scared and flies away, dealing your person, though. Actually, no, it's good. You're good now. And the hawk flies away as you turn into a person.
Stealth as fast as I can.
So you are now a person, and that hawk flies.
And so, basically, we're looking, right, and there's the fire, so the light's coming at us. So the action we just saw, we saw a human fall to the ground.
Well, no. The hawk didn't get very far off the ground with the squirrel, because it did instant damage when it grabbed it with its claws. And as soon as you bring it down to 0 hit points, it automatically transforms into the human again.
Oh, okay.
And since it only does 1 slashing damage, it didn't do any additional damage. So,
nice.
And he just kind of falls like 1 foot. Like, oh, goddamn hawk.
No,
But you can't blame nature. You can't blame nature for being nature.
It's true.
Alright, make a stealth check.